Is Christianity's God a fraud? I learned in Sunday school that Christianity's God was supposed to be love. Also, I had to keep Christianity's loving God happy by doing certain things such as going to church on Sundays, giving my money to church, studying my Bible, praying, obeying the pastor, being afraid of punishment if I failed, but I usually did. And strangely enough, I had to tell people that all of what I just said was good news. I wasn't feeling the love, especially after 50 years of having to do all this bullshit. I just couldn't keep Christianity's God happy. It always wanted more than I could give. Have you gone through some of the same bullshit? Do you think Christianity's one God is one of love and unity, or do you think that's a load of bullshit? Let's take a look. Christianity's God relies on a book called the Bible. Supposedly it's his communication with people to teach them, to unify them, and supposedly it carries God's power. But how good is the Bible at loving and unifying people? You decide. There are thousands of Bible translations and commentaries on those translations. As a result, Christianity has a lot of confusing dogma. I mean, shoot, when I was in seminary and up until a few years ago when I got rid of all my theological books, I had a systematic theology book that was about that thick, that I had to study, that I had to read. And I was tested on the doctrine every week. As a result of all that confusing dogma, that one religion's divided into tens of thousands of cliques. They call them denominations as if that's supposed to make them anything more than cliques, but that's what they are. Christianity's God causes natural disasters to happen, such as hurricanes. I remember a famous preacher blaming the Hurricane Katrina that hit New Orleans. This is because of homosexuality there and the permissiveness of it. Christianity's God also evidently has a personality disorder. The people who decided how to explain Christianity's God in the Apostles' Creed, or beginning with the Apostles' Creed in about 325 AD, decided that he was one God in three persons. Now, most of these people who were there, over 300 bishops at the Council of Nicaea, led by pagan emperor Constantine, they decided, according to their upbringing, that God was a trinity. One God in three persons. Now, a person is a people. A people is a person. And so a person is an individual. So in other words, the Trinity is one God, but he is three distinct people. Christianity's God has a emotional disorder as a result of that personality disorder. Sometimes he's happy and sometimes he's pissed off. Christianity's God is vindictive. You've heard it, that he's a God of love, but if you don't accept his love, he's going to torture your sorry ass in hell's fire forever and ever and ever. Now I'd like to introduce you to love. Love's gentle, love's kind, and she's compassionate. Love's everywhere. You'll find her everywhere on this planet at one time. Love's like a seedling in every person's life. They're born with a seedling of love in them. Personal responsibility decides how much to nurture love in him or her. They can, or he or she could stay immature, like a seedling, or he and she or she could flourish into a huge live oak tree. Love never dies. She continues in every person that'll ever be born from generation to generation. Best of all, love doesn't harm anyone for any reason. Love accepts us as we are unconditionally, regardless of who we are, what we believe, what we do, what we support, what gender we are, who we love, who we have sex with. So I ask you, who's the fraud? Love or Christianity's God? I'll close with an old tune I borrowed from a few years back. You probably remember it if you were hanging out in the 1970s. And here it goes. I like to spread love and I'm proud. I'm part of that original crowd. And if you look around these days, there seems to be a people loving craze. I love people, she loves people, he loves people. Won't you be a people lover too? Be a lover, be a people lover. Be a lover, be a people lover. Yeah! I love you. I hope y'all have a good day. See ya.